Hello. Um, so this is actually where I do most of my therapy sessions is in the car, in the garage for soundproofing slash I can also um go to we have a renovated living space. Or I call it the shed, but it's not like a tool shed anymore. It's basically like a little mini building. It's really nice. So that's where I can go. But in the mornings, so I do 6 a.m. sessions with my therapist. So that ideally gives me plenty of time before the kids start waking up in the morning. Um, I mean, there's some mornings that like they're out here, they find me at like 6:30 crying. So that happens sometimes. So most of the time I can have a pretty good session. So that's where I am, in the car, soundproof, not all the way out to the shed. And yeah, just some good privacy, and it's quiet out here, so that's nice. So that's where I am right now. I just had a therapy session and it went really well. I love my psychologist. She's great. Um, we were just from the start like a naturally good fit, and I've been seeing her for about a year and a half now, I think. So we have a good relationship. Like, it's established. Like, she knows not only like my issues, but like now, like seeing her for a good while, there is a history that she knows herself, and so that helps. I don't like have to explain myself, kind of thing. So it's really nice, and I can do it from home. I wake up, brush my teeth, and hop onto my therapy session. So that's how I'm starting today. And I wanted to, while I'm awake and have some time, wanted to share some thoughts and a development that I did yesterday. So in the last video, I was going over my mood, struggling with my mood and struggling with my emotions from the withdrawal I'm going through from coming off of Cymbalta and getting back onto Zoloft. So my emotions are just like really difficult. I will feel like emotionally just done with the days around 4 or 5 every day. So what I noticed yesterday, and this is just kind of how the day played out. So in other videos, I have, in my blog post, I have mentioned that I've started Beachbody for my physical wellness, my physical fitness journey, because I want to get rid of the extra weight, and I want to feel better. And I want to, like, another thing, like, I want to fit my clothes. Like, I'm tired of growing out of my clothes constantly, and like, I just want to fit clothes comfortably. So, little things in life that have a big impact on us. So yeah, I'm doing Beachbody, and I started my first challenge. I'm starting with a 21-day fix. It's a beginner level, and it feature, like, one of its primary effects is weight loss. So I'm like, that sounds like a good place to start. And so far so good. I completed day 3 yesterday. I mentioned in the last video I did not do my day 3 consecutively after the day 2. Because I was just not feeling well emotionally, and I needed sleep more than I needed like exercise. So I did day 3 yesterday, and the way that it worked out, just the way that the day played out with the kids, I did my workout at about 4 p.m. Now, I feel like I emotionally like check out, like I'm just emotionally done about 4 or 5 o'clock every day. So what I noticed was, by the time I finished my workouts, it was about 4:30, because I did so Beachbody's like about 30 minutes or less workouts. And oh, excuse me. There was an extra 10 minutes of abs, so I did that workout too. So it was a total of about 45 minutes, like in total of working out. So I finished around 4:30, and like I feel great, and I was able to get through the rest of the day. I mean, granted, last night was a was super fun um little time out for myself, and so which was also necessary. um so but even despite that, um sorry, I just heard an owl and it distracted me, and I was like, oh, why is it still awake at this time? But um so I did the workout yesterday at about 3 to 4 p.m. And anyways, I think I had enough to get me through, like, the endorphin rush and everything going, to get me through the rest of the day. So what I'm going to focus on, especially during these next few weeks that I am going to be going through the withdrawal, because it just takes time for some medicines to get out of your system. There was one that I was augmenting, pairing with the Cymbalta, and that was easy to come off of. Like, I just tapered off over a week, and I really didn't notice the difference. I felt unaffected, even like taking it and then coming off of it. So that was easier. But like I say in my last video, coming up with Cymbalta has been more challenging. And this is, my psychiatrist let me know that this is something that can take a few weeks to get out of your system. And so, well, the effects that you'll feel, the symptoms, will last for a while. So I'm keeping in mind, so that accidental discovery I had yesterday, I just look at the clock and I'm like, oh, like, I feel good. And I can get through the rest of the day. So my resolve that I wanted to share in this video, that I want to share with y'all after this happy epiphany, I guess I can say, is I'm going to try to do my workouts at about 3 o'clock, 3 or 4 in the evening, or at, oh my goodness, yeah, it's obviously early, in the afternoon, so I can get through the rest of my day, because that was a problem that I was really struggling with, that I shared in my last video, is being able to get through the rest of the days emotionally. So I am going to use exercise to help me just get through my days and get through them, like, enjoying them, because that's also, and it's just something that compounds the not feeling well, is knowing that you're not enjoying your days. This is the life of depression, and anxiety, and just emotional struggles, as things just lead from one thing to the other. And I'm a natural thinker, so I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm just like self-sabotaging myself, so that in itself compounds, and it just keeps going. It's just yeah, a vicious cycle. So, and I also wanted to note, while I'm thinking about it, so I am sleeping with my CPAP mask on, so I'm getting some good sleep. Like, even right now, like, I had my therapy session, but like yesterday was another day that I forgot to put the CPAP on my face before I fell asleep, because I was that tired. And I just struggled all day. But right now, like, I already feel good. Like, this is so much better than how I felt yesterday morning, because I had the CPAP machine on last night. And so while I'm thinking about it, I did want to note, sleeping notes. So we have these, that the CPAP, I'm noticing a difference now that I've had the usage and I'm familiar with it. But I also wanted to share an update. My nightmares are back, even with the CPAP machine, getting the restorative sleep. And so the other medication that my psychiatrist had me start is called Prazosin. And what that does is it reduces the physical effects from the nightmares. So like the heart pounding, it reduces blood pressure to keep you from like waking up like and physical reactions like that. So I'm up to 9 milligrams of Prazosin, and at night. So she says that the war vets that she's worked with in the past, the ones that have very significant PTSD, will go up to 10 milligrams easy. So I've been slowly, like every few nights, going up another milligram if I feel I need it. And, I felt like the nightmares really went away, especially once I started with the CPAP and getting the restorative sleep. And then with the Prazosin too, like it was just really nice to, like, not have nightmares affect me so bad. But the past couple of weeks, especially 2-3 weeks now, or no, like 2 weeks, my nightmares, it feels like, are back with a vengeance. Like they're just, it's just very graphic and emotionally exhausting. So I'll probably do a separate entry because I think I still have some time, and I'll go more in depth with how my nightmares are, because I think a lot of people are curious to hear how, like, the details of the nightmares and my experience with them and sleeping. So, but for this video, I did want to update that my nightmares are back. I do have my therapy or my psychiatry appointment Thursday. So I'm going to be discussing this with my psychiatrist, and I'll share the results with that. But yeah, that's something I'm kind of struggling with now, even with the CPAP machine. Like I woke up like once last night, like I'm in a sweat, my heart is pounding after these nightmares. So I'm still having some physical effects. So that's something I'm bringing to my psychiatrist, things I'm noting that I'm going to bring to her. I'm also going to, like, before the meeting, take advantage of the messaging system that we have on our virtual platform and just keep her updated, because I can do that and she is awesome and, like, gets back to me. And so these are things that I'm sharing and that I'm noting with my progress and just this whole journey of figuring out how to manage these symptoms that I know now are symptoms of chronic PTSD. So these are all things to keep in mind that you can observe as you can observe from me as somebody with depression, anxiety, chronic PTSD, and maybe bipolar. Maybe we are still figuring that out, I guess. So there's an update. I have a resolve to do my day 4 today for Beachbody and my 21-day fix. And I'm going to do that around 3 or 4, child permitting, and see if this helps. So applying this strategy, so this is me helping myself, is I realized that helped me yesterday, and I'm going to try to do it every day. So these are things to keep in mind, like how you can help yourself feel better. So what I'm doing is I'm adjusting the time of my exercise. So, like, I finally started exercise, and it takes a long time, even as somebody who was a very avid athlete when I was younger. Now as a mom, like, it took me a while to mentally get myself to that point that I actually started the workouts, and I have a blog post about that if you want to read about that. So even as an athlete, I know it's so hard to start, but then once you start, and for me, it's not even just that I'm started, but I have this community to keep the motivation going. Like, I put up my posts every day and you get the feedback from that. And that's a motivation for me to keep going. I like being able to log that and be able to share that with a community, with other people who share that excitement. No judgment, just complete support. So it's been great. So I'm going to do that. And I wanted to add the tidbit of the nightmares because that's something significant, and that I just finished a therapy session. So this is all part of my journey. And I really hope that this helps whoever watches this.